Mr. Math here. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to click the bell icon to be notified of updates. Hello again, viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're in Kakariko Village, helping Wordsworth here with his research project. The idea was that if we got the information from these various sky-shaped islands, star-shaped islands in the sky, then maybe that would give us enough information about the fifth sage Mineru that we'd be able to find her. And my hopes for that actually working are growing kind of dim. But if it doesn't work, I do have a backup plan. I've mentioned it in previous episodes. But anyway, let's finish this up, talk to Wordsworth. There are 3 more stone tablets. We have them all, so let's show them to him. Okay, first-hand historical account. Of late have I heard it told, a strange lady walks around the castle in the dark of night. She and Princess Zelda seem almost like twins. But this with another light in her eyes, more like a dead thing than not. I have no idea if I got that right, but anyway. When she is asked about these walks, Princess Zelda remembers nothing of it. What monster or spirit of darkness be this vision? So afeared I am of my imaginings that I can't even sleep. An ancient ghost story. My understanding of ancient Hyrulean isn't perfect, but I know a ghost story when I see one. It's a first-hand account of a ghostly or maybe corpse-like woman who appeared each night looking just like their Zelda. No matter the era, it seems, people can't resist sharing a good ghost story. A bit like how there have been eyewitness accounts of our Princess Zelda in the newspaper, even though she's missing. Could our Zelda be a ghost too? No, of course not. There's no such thing. As a believer in science, I should know better than to suggest such things. Please forget I said anything. Well, okay, I mean, there have always been ghosts and ghost-like creatures in the Zelda universe, in the Zelda world. So, a properly scientific mindset would acknowledge that because they really exist and they're observable. Anyway, the reward. Okay, 2 tablets left, which I have both of, so here's the next. Okay, first-hand historical account. Such wondrous sight I have beheld that it can't justly be described. The Temple of Time I saw, and I think that's, as I beheld it, it rose to the sky, both fearful and majestic. As Princess Zelda told me, in far distant future comes a champion to that place, the hope of Hyrule's safety. For that champion For that champion, I think that's basically saying the champion's so great I can't even describe it. The king's elder sister Mineru sends now this something to the sky that the champion might something. My head is spinning. I need to lie down. This is an incredible find. An eyewitness account of the Temple of Time floating up into the sky? It's a landmark discovery for the history of Hyrule. It may be one of the top 10 most important discoveries of all time. Even among all the breathtaking displays of power we knew from the era to raise the land and its buildings into the sky, that was a feat impressive even to those accustomed to wonders. You can tell as much from this account. Zelda predicted that a hero would appear in the land they raised into the sky and that he would save Hyrule. The Chamberlain took this on faith and wanted to know how she could help. So she inscribed these records on the stone tablets that Mineru sent into the sky. I'm so overwhelmed that the tremors have gone past my hands and legs. My whole body is shaking. Please excuse me, this is no way for a researcher to behave. I need to view these accounts as a historian and not get so swept up in personal sentiments. And the reward. Okay, one tablet left, which I do indeed have. Okay, first-hand historical account, and it says, Rauru, Hyrule's king, Sonia her queen, his elder sister Mineru, and Princess Zelda. All whom I served and loved, all whom something. Alone, carve I these words upon this stone. This stone and all 13 serve as the royal family's records. My final work, full wrought for all ages. May the mark made by these much beloved people, some seen, some unseen. Many the mark made by these much beloved people, some seen, some unseen. When I make remembrance of their marks, full flame of hope, though full small within me. It be all through these marks described. I can't figure out some of those words. Cannot match Princess Zelda's love for her land. What more then, ask I, can I do for Hyrule's people? Let my life lead me to henceforth an answer full worthy to this question. This is the last of the records. The royals whom the Chamberlain served so faithfully were gone, one by one. It's heart-rending to read. Her pain comes across so clearly in her words. What's less clear from these entries is the cause of all these partings. Well, each new mystery is an opportunity to do more research. If I keep digging, someday I'll unravel it. Like the noble Chamberlain, I must do my part. Very good. I thank you, not just with words, but with this as well. Okay. Wait a moment, wasn't this the final stone tablet? We collected all 13 of them! I can't believe it! Finally, I've translated the whole history. I'm going to need a moment. Now that I've read all of it, well, to step outside my role as a researcher, I'm deeply impressed with the author. I would very much have liked to meet her, if only the vast gulf of time didn't separate us. But of course, collecting the 13 records on these stone tablets would have been impossible without your cooperation, Link. In recognition of your work as a member, well, honorary member of the survey team, I want you to have this cloth. Okay, paraglider cloth. I'll tell you, Link, I've never felt prouder to be a researcher than today. To see all this valuable data compiled on the research lab wall makes me almost overcome with emotion. Everything you gave me is posted to the research lab wall. By all means, come and look at it whenever you like. I gained some precious understanding from my analysis of the text discovered this time. This history the Chamberlain left for posterity contains not just facts, but an important record of her feelings. I want to continue my research of ancient Hyrulean, so I can convey those feelings to the rest of the world. Link, thank you very much for working with me on this. Right. So, yeah, it didn't actually get me the information I wanted, but, as I said, I've got a backup plan. So let's check out the log. Find the fifth sage. Okay. Pura told you that in order to find the fifth sage, you should investigate ruins from the Age of Legends. The sages have their own regions covered, leaving you to search elsewhere. Well, as I've said before, the ring ruins here in Kakariko Village are calling to me. They're supposed to have stone tablets and whatnot in them. And also, there's one over here that, according to the folks standing here, Princess Zelda claimed we weren't allowed to go to. Well, chances are that was the fake Zelda, right? Master Link, thank you for stopping by, even with all the rain. Are you thinking about the floating ring rune? I am as well. It has been on our minds for some time. We would like to suggest resuming the research if we may. Have you since figured out what became of Princess Zelda? Well, as a matter of fact, she was a fake, sent by the Demon King. Blah, blah, blah. What? The Zelda who appeared after the upheaval was a creation of the Demon King, and the real Princess Zelda still hasn't been found? But how can this be true? It's such an unbelievable tale, and yet, I trust you completely, Master Link. It must be as you say. It is hard to explain, but the princess we saw was somehow unfamiliar. It was as though her very aura was different. But if she was an imposter the whole time, that would mean the real reason she ordered us to close off the floating ring rune was because the Demon King saw it as a threat. Isn't that right? Probably. That only means one thing. We should investigate the floating ring rune immediately. You are exactly right. There is no longer any reason to prohibit your research. Let us open up the floating ring rune at once, Mr. Tauro. Knowledge is tugging on the line. Time to reel in some results. Hee your Lurlin phrasing is coming through, Mr. Tauro. You must really be pleased. It's just, there's one problem. We still need to determine how to conduct the survey. It's clear that the interior of the ring is hollow. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be an entrance. Well, I have a special Zonai power that might get me in there. If the contents of the other ring runes are any indication, there should be a stone slab inside engraved with Zonai script. First, we should look for a way to confirm that there is a stone slab inside. However, we also don't want to damage these precious runes. Oh, pardon me, I was lost in thought. I'd better hurry and tell everyone about this so we can open up the ruins. Okay. And this one... Wait a second. According to Tauro... Tauro hasn't told us that. I mean, I don't doubt that it's true. After you told Paya and Tauro about the false Princess Zelda, they began exploring the ring ruin previously forbidden by the impostor. They believe there is a stone slab carved with Zonai writing inside. Entering the site and investigating the slab will assist their research. Alright, I can finally start my research on the floating ring ruin. If I manage to make a new discovery, soon the day will come when everyone looks up to me with eyes full of adoration. Yes, what is it? I'm busy, but I suppose I can indulge in a moment of idle chatter. I certainly won't have time for it once I've uncovered the secret of the ring ruins. I'll be the most in-demand scholar in the world, imagine it. From Heber to Mineru, adoring fans will call my name. Dr. Calip, can you hear them? A chorus of scholars. Dr. Calip, master of the past, renowned genius, Dr. Calip. I seem to have gotten carried away. Now I remember this guy. Yeah, he had a brief appearance back in Breath of the Wild. He was rather annoying back then. I wouldn't really call him annoying now, just kind of overbearing? Okay. I want to check out the other ring ruins first, the ones that weren't blocked off. And look who's coming to town. Nadra. Okay, so there's that ring ruin up there. Let's go take a look. At last. We're hands-on with the ring ruins at last. I can't believe it. Letty, this chunk is just a small piece of one of the ring ruins. Nothing much, really. I mean, compared to the main sites like that ring ruin over there, it's broken in two, but you can still see the full ring. So isn't getting close up to this chunk here something at least? We can sweep up some of the fragments and sneak them away. We gotta study these ruins somehow. Huh? Don't mind me. I'm just definitely leaving everything just as I found it. Wait, you're not with the survey team, are you? I kind of think I am, actually. Phew, I thought we were going to get yelled at again. We really want to become members of the Zonai survey team, so we came here to study the ruins. Did you know that ring ruins have been found only in Kakariko Village and nowhere else? That's why the Zonai survey team sent its specialists to examine them. We figured this was a great opportunity to learn all sorts of things, but Letty's been running all over the place to look at this and that, so we've gotten nowhere fast. Come on, I'm sorry already, but after we're done here, want to see the stone slab found in each of the ring ruins? Huge discoveries, they say. Naturally, let's see how many of the 5 ring ruins we can visit to see those. Okay. Had to pick up that frog. You know, because it was there. Right then. Let's see. Where's the way in? Okay, but what's it say? The stone slab at the southern ring ruin. Some translation notes. Tauro. Who protect of Hyrule from the Demon King together. King. They were known as sages. What I take from this is that it's about a facet of Hyrule as it was in those days. If I were to guess how to fill in the gaps, it'd go something like, those who were known as sages who protected the kingdom of Hyrule from the Demon King. Okay. there's 5. Is that another one right there? Okay, so we have 1. Wait, have I taken a picture of one of those shields? Yes, I have. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here's a map of the town. Okay. Let's see. Let's read this. Southern Ring Ruin Research Journal. Corey. Like the other ring ruins, those that fell to the plateau south of the village also held a stone slab with Zonai inscriptions. South of the village. Curiously, we also discovered a flower growing in the ruin, the likes of which we had never seen. References in ancient texts revealed that it was a sundelion, a plant long thought extinct. We are currently borrowing a local plum orchard for our cultivation efforts and hoping our studies prove fruitful. Note, our investigation on the round device filled with strange objects still meanwhile come to a standstill. Alright, let's see. So, that one on the bottom right. Been there. So, 1. I think that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. Oh, I was thinking those were monsters, but no, they're just herons. So is this the next ring ruin? We got some people hanging out here. Offense is best. Fortify your defense. Oh. We've also got some bokoblins. Good grief, those two really don't get along. You know what I mean? Those two? I mean those two squabblers there. I want to investigate the ring ruin nestled in these hills, but some monsters have set up camp there. I heard these two are competing to be the town's top fighters, so I asked them to clear out the monsters. But this is all they do. There's a stone slab in the nestled ring ruin inscribed with Zonai writing. What if the monsters destroy that priceless artifact? Why did I ask these two for help? Okay, my sneak strike weapon does not have a thing fused to it. And I saw an archer on the other side. Okay. Can I get at him from behind? This is kind of the long way, isn't it? Ooh. Why? I'm surprised that I can run up the side of this. Okay, well then. Let's get some extra attack power. There it is. And then stop dancing. Thank you. What the? Okay, guys. You were careless, and now I have to... Oh, great. I forgot to put something on the sneak strike weapon. That was careless.
Yeah.
Codger's Quarrel. Okay, guys. I did your job for you. You're welcome. Let's loot the place. Before they get in the way. Giant bright bloom seed times 5. Okay. Those are useful when going down into the depths. Can't carry any more melee weapons. I'm literally never going to use this. And I didn't take a picture of it before. In fact, I didn't take a picture of any of them before, which was careless. The stone slab at the nestled ring ruins. Some translation notes. Tauro. Those who most elite among the granted qualifications are chosen as sages. Those were the secret stones and henceforth sages. Clearly the sages are the subject of this slab. Filling in the blanks, I think it basically is saying, Talented individuals become sages by taking up secret stones. Alright. Okay, guys, I did your jobs for you. You're welcome. You defeated all the monsters. Just who are you? You don't recognize me? We met back in Breath of the Wild. That was some kind of fighting he did there, Ulkin. It sure was. A firm grasp of defense and a strong hand with offense. Have I had it wrong all these years? It's plain as day now. You can't defeat your enemies purely with defense. No, I had it wrong. If you just attack, you're going to get hurt, or worse. Well, the important thing is that we've realized the truth before it's too late. We need a balance between the two. And this fine fighter here showed us the way. I don't know if this is a good reward, but Ulkin knows a thing or two about defense. I'm all about offense. I doubt there's much a warrior like you could learn from the likes of us, but glad we can help if we can. Now that the monsters are gone, I'd suggest we head back to our village. Right, I bet my Triss's store is running low on goods right about now. People there must be deep in need. Oh yeah, I remember that now. Those two went missing. Now that you've chased off the monsters, I can get back to investigating the stone slab in the ring ruin. Thank you. Tell me more about the stone slab. This is one of 5 ring-shaped ruins that fell in the area. They're all broken open, except for the floating one within the village itself. When that happened, chambers with stone slabs were exposed. These slabs provide rare examples of Zonai writing. Someone placed them very carefully. They must have been important objects. I can't believe I get to study them. Tauro has translated a bit of it already. This particular stone slab seems to detail requirements for becoming a sage. Apparently, not only did you need to be exceptional in some way, you also needed a secret stone. I've never heard of these secret stones before reading this. There's still so much mystery in the world. If you want the exact text, you can read the translation next to the stone slab. It must have been important. It's a shame we don't yet know what they meant by sage and secret stone. Okay, I'm going to be doing some climbing, so... Up we go. Ah. Interesting stuff up here. Large Ring Ruin Research Journal, Saguru. There are 5 ruins around the village, but what I call the large ring ruin is clearly the most impressive in scale. Though parts of it have collapsed, it's the only ruin to retain its circular shape. As with the other ruins, a stone slab inscribed with Zonai script was found in the rubble. We have stored the slab in a tent at the nearby camp. Seriously, dude? Wake up! Oh, please wake up! Saguru's not far off, and if he finds out someone's been sleeping on one of the stone slabs, a priceless artifact, I'll be the one who gets it. Stone slab? Ah, yes. Stone slabs are, well, slabs, like the one this guy's sleeping on. The survey team discovered stone slabs in each of the ring ruin sites here. They found this one in the ruin above us. Our leader is able to read Zonai writing and says the text on this slab is a record of a historic fight, one that was between a great king of that era and the Demon King. The ruler did not or could not defeat the Demon King and instead imprisoned that mighty foe. The text also says that the sages who fought beside this ruler left something behind in case the Demon King returned. It worries me to know this discovery talks about a Demon King's return, and here the upheaval has just happened. If only we knew what those sages did to prepare in case he came back. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to think and fret at the same time there. You can read the deciphered writing for yourself. It's right next to the slab. I've got to do something about this guy soon, though. Saguru's in the ruins above, and he'll come back here eventually. Oh, hardy truffle, you're the only fungus for me. I should have some hardy truffles. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. A gentle aroma with a strong hardy undertone right on his face. Looks like he is a hardy truffle. My dear hardy truffle, I have you now. Huh? Was that just a dream? And where am I? That's right, I was changing the beds. Anyway, thank you for waking me up. I need to hurry back to the inn. Oh, that traveler's going to be so mad at me. Oh, I can get my truffle back. Thanks for helping me wake that guy up. I can't believe you fell asleep on one of the priceless stone slabs. That can't have been comfortable. Anyway, I'm glad he woke up before Saguru found him. Glad I could help. Hang on, if I slept on a stone slab, would I dream about the glory days of the Zonai? No, probably not. Saguru never comes down, so maybe I'll give it a try. The stone slab of the large ring ruin, some translation notes. Tauro. The Demon King. Vast power. No hope. Victory. King's own life. Managed. Imprison him. Imprison not indefinitely. Prepare. Demon. Revival. We sages must leave our knowledge. Future generations. Reading between the lines, this stone slab seems to be a record of how the king in those days challenged the Demon King. If I had to extrapolate the meaning, I guess it's something like this. The reigning king determined that they were no match for the Demon King and gave his own life to imprison the threat. The sages tried to leave something for the people of the future who would have to prepare for the Demon King's revival. Okay. Let's see. So there's some ring ruins there. Some ring ruins right below us. Where could they... Did Pura send you? I'm Saguru. Nice to meet you. I specialize in studying the Sky Islands. I mean, look at all these fascinating ruins just dropping out of the sky. Great stuff, right? Huh? Wait, you're not with the survey team. This is an official ring ruins research site. It's dangerous here for civilians. But if you're the sort of guy who comes all the way out here for curiosity's sake, you must be a researcher at heart. Since you're here, I'm happy to answer questions, as long as they're about the Sky Islands. What are Sky Islands? I already know that. Anything live up there? I already know that too. What makes you curious? I want to know more about armor made with Zonai tech. Clothing and culture are tied together, and there's so much we don't know about either of them. So many mysteries. Anyway, the bigger the Sky Island, the bigger the settlements. We think some sort of cultural relic must be up there. But since we can't get up there, it's all conjecture. I'll have to content myself studying the ring ruins. I'm not boring you, am I? Because I can go on and on about the Sky Islands forever. Go ahead, ask me anything. Goodbye. We don't have a way to get to the Sky Islands, at least not yet. I'd love to go someday. But the folks in Terrytown could improve the balloon. I wish I had a reason to head northeast. Maybe you can't get to the Sky Islands. Okay. Don't want to go into the floating one yet. I want to check out this one. da. Is the stone slab still here? Yeah, there it is. The stone slab at the Eastern Ring Ruin, some translation notes by Tauro. Wind, flame, water, lightning, and time, light. Who holds the power? Secret stone, and that person dwell within, power, amplify, great might, display. The thrust of the message on the slab is something called secret stones. Those who held powers such as wind, flame, water, lightning, and light and time amplified them with secret stones. They used the stones to attain great might to accomplish their goals. That's what I'm guessing it would say if we could read the whole thing. Alright, that's 4 of them. And there's the chasm. Right back to work. Hi there. You came all the way out here to see the ring ruins? I'll be. Watch your steps so that you don't fall into that chasm or get personal with any gloom. If you just can't help yourself gloom-wise, look for a resident gloom specialist, Ebba, by the tents. Anyhow, the chief here is determined to keep the ring ruins open for viewing. Just steer clear of the stone slabs in the ring ruins. Can't replace those. Sure thing. I wanted to learn to read the Zonai script from Tauro, but I should wait until my current assignment is finished with. Looks like they have a bit of gloom in a bird cage. Huh. If you look at it from the top, it's kind of unimpressive. Eastern Ring Ruin Research Journal by Ebba. Given its location near the edge of the chasm, researching this ruin involves some level of inherent danger. So, as our resident gloom expert, I volunteered to head up this operation. As with the other ring ruins, our investigation turned up a stone slab etched with Zonai writing. Some of the villagers who came to help clear the rubble came into contact with the gloom. One still hasn't recovered. All of the herbs effective against gloom have been used up tending to the wounded of Lookout Landing. The herb in question was a yellow plant I stumbled upon in my previous research, very likely a new species. Given how difficult it is to procure, I've been working tirelessly to develop some sort of alternative cure. Gently, gently. To think that a chasm would open so close to a village, this warrants constant observation. Zalis is leading the ring ruins investigation, so that leaves me free to focus on the gloom. He's going to jump and say that I nearly pushed him into the chasm, isn't he? Watch it! Don't startle me! Phew, that was close, I could have fallen. I'm a specialist in gloom, not defying gravity. One false step and that's the end of my research. Now what brings you here? Have you come for a professional consultation on gloom, perhaps? Sure, what is gloom? Well, if I'm honest, even an expert like me doesn't know exactly what gloom really is. The depths. You know the depths, don't you? The vast dark expanse that these chasms lead to? Anyway, one can find gloom all over the depths. It emerges from these chasms to taint the surface. Just touching it will steal your vitality, so watch out. Dreadful stuff. Unfortunately, that's about as far as my research has taken me. Okay, what if you do get sick? Eh? What's this? Are you asking because you're planning a trip down the chasm? What bravery! If you touch gloom and become unwell, come to the surface right away. That's the most important thing. Certain foods may help. I did feel better when I tried nibbling a yellow plant I found near some fallen ruins. I tried researching the plant to confirm my results, but I can't find any records of it. Come to think of it, I heard Cori discovered a new species of plant. Perhaps I'll ask her. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Time to get on with the final ring ruin. Okay, let's see. Okay. Looks safe enough. course, it's sideways, but I'm sure Tauro won't have a problem with that. Come on, there we go. Alright. Simple enough. He didn't just... Did he? Huh? It looked like you disappeared into the ring. But that can't be right. Ah, forget I said anything. I must have imagined it. Well, what about this image? What's this you've got? Huh? Could it really be? Paya, Calip, look at this! Could this be the interior of the floating ring ruin? Wow, the stone slab is so clearly visible. There appear to be Zonai inscriptions on this one as well, just like in the other ring ruins. Tauro, if you would. Right, let me see what I can decipher. Promise, Zelda, solemnly signed, Mineru, Sage of Hide the Key, Southeast, Entrust, Future, Wish, Defeat, Demon King. That's all I can make out. There's some lettering I can't figure out before Southeast, but Mineru seems to be someone's name. Look at the context of Mineru. I do believe this is the first time one of these slabs has put a name to a sage. It also mentions Zelda and a Demon King. How fascinating. Aha, the inscriptions are telling us all sorts of essential information. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. It's just that part before the southeast section. I think it says Dragonland. Ah, you're right. Paya knows her stuff. That should be read as Dragonland Southeast. Fantastic work, Paya. Oh, thank goodness I've proven useful. It seems my continued Zonai language studies have paid off. Oh no, I'm being upstaged! Where were we? Something about a Dragonland to the southeast. How familiar are you with Southeast Hyrule? There's a site in Faron that has long been known as the Zonai Ruins. It predates the rings falling from the sky and is home to many ancient relics. If memory serves, there were dragon designs on those ruins that I haven't seen elsewhere. Oh ho, Calip, great catch! The Zonai Ruins in Faron. There's a good chance that's exactly what this is pointing us at. That's our Calip. Fantastic work! What did you just say? That this inscription is pointing us toward Faron's Zonai Ruins? No, not that. The next bit. A certain adjective was used? I believe it started with fan and ended with tastic. What was it again? Fantastic work, you mean? Yes, fantastic work. That is what you said. Yes. Calip, what fantastic work, he said. Fantastic. Me! Link, when we put together the script on this stone slab and translate it, we get definite mentions of the sage Mineru, the Demon King, and someone with the same name as Princess Zelda. Something related to all three of them must be waiting at the Zonai Ruins in Southeast Hyrule. We've landed a real catch here. Thank you for your help, truly. Now we've no time to dawdle. There's research to be done. Calip, will you join me? Oh, of course. I would be a fantastic addition to the team. Very good. With that settled, let's be off to the Zonai Ruins in Faron. First, we head southwest. We'll establish a base in the Poplar foothills at the Skyview Tower by the ruins. Okay, where is that exactly, though? Okay, right there. In search of new discoveries, we make for Faron! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. They left just like that. Well, I'm sure those two will be fine. I must study more about the Zonai civilization so that I don't fall behind Tauro and Calip. Yet it seems somewhat frivolous next to the mystery of the real Princess Zelda's whereabouts. I don't doubt that she is safe and well. I must believe that. As chief of this village, I can't leave my people, so I must place the search in your capable hands. I pray that Princess Zelda will return to us soon. Well, probably not going to be soon. Secret of the Ring Runes. You deciphered the Zonai text carved in the stone slab inside the Ring Rune. Tauro and his colleague are following a lead to the Zonai ruins in balmy Faron to the southeast. They're gathering at the Skyview Tower near the ruins. Alright. Well then. Okay, actually, I did want to open this menu. And to the Skyview Tower we go. Here we are. Yeah, now we're really getting somewhere. Or at least it sure feels like we are. Well, rather than talk to them... Okay. There's no check mark here, so it feels like there ought to be a bubble frog down here somewhere. Unfortunately, the way is still blocked. I mean, I know how to get through, but I have to do it from the other side. Great. Up we go. Oh well. Anyway, let's talk to Calip. Oh, here comes Farosh. Goodness, I'm beat.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're here. Came to learn about the Zonai from an expert, I gather. I should welcome you to our humble base of operations. Behold, this is where the real investigation starts. It might not seem like much next to that Skyview Tower, I'll concede. Going forward, our research will proceed from here. Tauro has already gone off to the Zonai ruins. If memory serves, he spoke of starting his investigation around Dracozu Lake. Go southeast and you should find the Zonai ruins he volunteered to inspect. I'm curious if the Dragonland written of at the Ring Rune will have any more leads on the Demon King or Princess Zelda. Ordinarily, I'd be right there at his side in the field, of course, but I'm worn out from setting up the base. I'll need some time to recuperate before I begin my own survey. Goodness me, is there anything at all that slows down Tauro? Okay. Let's see if we can do some cooking. No, I doubt it. Looks like I'm full on food. Bright elixir. I don't really need those. I have the bright bloom seeds. There's a bloopy right there. Okay, bloopy. Your rupees are mine. Oh, a purple one. That was some good money. For a change. There goes Farosh. Okay, where was that cave? Right here? Yep, here we go. Whoa. I'm never prepared for that. Now, let's see. Where's this little hole lead? Aha! That sound. There it is. Okay. Got the check mark. Yay. I don't remember this. I was in here before. Oh, a topaz. And then that would take me to the bottom of the well. Alright. We're not quite done here, because the well outside in this little ruined village does not have a check mark next to it either. Okay. Alright, let's put on the Zora gear. And go for a swim. Figured I'd been down here before, but I didn't remember the place. The road of a gourmand is fraught with thorns. That's why I choose to travel alone. But this life does have its share of lonely nights. That's when you need to shine a light to keep the darkness at bay. These newly discovered bright ingredients have the strange effect of making my body glow. I recently discovered that the intensity of the light changes depending on the materials you use. For instance, when I ate a dish cooked with glowing cavefish, I produced more light than I did after my bright cap dish. I wonder if the effect is more powerful the harder the ingredient is to collect. Or could the quantity of each material play a part somehow? I clearly have more experimenting to do. There is no shame in not knowing, for beyond that lies the joy of knowing. Tonight I am the candlelight. Chef Ari Tamu, the lonely cook. I wonder if we'll ever bump into this person. Looks like they haven't been here for at least a little while. Well then. Where did Calip say Tauro was headed? Dracozu Lake, that's what he said. Well, I've run out of time for this episode, but I can at least head on over there. Alright, here we are. Dracozu Lake is just down below, and I'll bet that's a sign of Tauro right there. But it's going to have to wait for the next episode, because we are out of time. Viewers, thank you very much for watching Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like we're finally making some progress on our actual goal of finding Mineru. I really hope we're doing that, because the fact that we spent so much time on those star-shaped islands and they turned out not to have anything to do with this, that's a little bit disappointing. Still think it was, a worthy thing to spend our time on, to make those discoveries and whatnot, but still, that's not what I was trying to accomplish. But now it feels like I'm finally getting closer to the real goal. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.